Disappointment. In this webinar, I'm going to go very, very deep into clearing ancestral disappointment. When I looked into the ancestral lines, I saw a lot of heart conditions related to being disheartened, let down. So if you have that in your ancestral line, if you have it in yourself, if you have it in your family, this webinar is going to go very, very deep into clearing being disheartened, betrayed, let down. So I'm going to work deeply within the ancestral line, and I was guided to do this. I worked already with it in the teacher webinar, and I thought it was enough, but it came in again that I must do it even stronger because a lot of us are carrying hardness in the heart where there was betrayal, there was disappointment in family members, loved ones, and by significant people in your life. And this goes back through the ancestral line. And this is making the heart hard. It's like a fist in the heart. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the system to release before forgiveness is first accepting of what has been done. So I'm going to work very deeply within the ancestral line through the genetic fields around ancestral disappointment within the genetics so we can release it completely from the system. And this will bring you back into your heart space and bring you back into a state of grace and compassion with oneself and the world around you. So it feels very, very important to do this webinar to clear this ancestral disappointment. How many times in life have you been felt disappointed by people around you, disappointed in yourself? This really hardens the heart. And as I said before, it's not about forgiveness, it's about accepting what is, accepting what happened. And then forgiveness comes into the system. So I invite you to be part of this really potent webinar that has been really channeled and brought in a time where there's a lot of disappointment in the collective field. And to bring balance into the system is first by accepting what is within, inner and outer world, so we can resolve what is in us, and then the ripple effect goes to the outer world. So I invite you to be part of this webinar and to work with your own ancestral disappointment. And maybe if children, and to take it back from the children so you can clear it in your own system and through the ancestral lines, and then go back into a state of presence. So I invite you to be part of this webinar. It's going to be one webinar and it's going to be very potent. And it's really, really going to work deeply within the ancestral lines to clear this out of the system and stop this with us. I look forward to seeing you at the webinar and clearing this from our genetics. Thank you.